Good morning, everyone. So first of all, I want to thank you for being here today. I really appreciate it. It's these calls, I'm still working out where they're going to go, and I think that's really beautiful that they can evolve into whatever feels aligned. But my main intention is for people to have an opportunity to just drop in and receive. For those of you who do light work, we all know that when we're running light through ourselves and facilitating a process, we all receive. But it also goes so much further than that. Because as we become more and more coherent in our nervous systems and in our energy, that spreads throughout not just our immediate surroundings, but through entanglement, it spreads way, way, way beyond. And it doesn't take a lot of us to shift the energetics of this planet. And at the same time, I want to highlight that that isn't the sole purpose of this. So I wanted to invite you all to be in a frequency of receiving, almost like you're a little kid. And you get to just relax, enjoy, and receive. And I found that, when I was younger, it was generally a lot easier to do that. And as we accumulate the programming that we go through in those early years of our lives, we start trying to compensate and to help and to fix. So this is a space where we get to do nothing. And if you are tuning into the replay, or if you're catching this on YouTube after the fact, and if you aren't familiar with this kind of work, there are a couple of things I'd like to say. One is, if I use words that don't align with you, or that don't feel right, or that don't resonate, you can always substitute your own language. So whatever floats your boat, whatever feels right, whatever feels aligned. Secondly, you will always receive what is specifically intended for you and your highest good, and you only receive what you choose to receive. So you always have complete sovereignty in this space. And in general, not just this space, but you have complete sovereignty in terms of what you receive in terms of light and in terms of activations and codes and downloads. And even though I may be guiding this process, I am not doing anything. I'm just facilitating, and it just comes through me. I don't profess to be a channel. It's not like classic channeling. But I'm open to being a vehicle and to being of service. So that is my intention, is just to serve the light, to serve humanity. If I can help a few people just reduce the hum in the nervous system, maybe to open up to a new frequency of light in your system, in your DNA, and the architecture of your light grids, that's amazing. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to, you can turn your cameras off, you can leave them on, whatever feels comfortable. If you want to lie down, if you want to wear headphones, whatever works. The most important thing is just to really, really be outrageously comfortable. And let's just start with breathing. And rather than doing specific breath work, in this space right now today, just drop into your body. Let yourself feel whatever you're sitting on, whatever you may be lying down on. Connect into what your body feels like when it's supported. And observe your breath. Just notice what's happening. And let your body breathe itself. And just slowly inhaling. And maybe exhaling with a sigh. Or maybe humming so that you can feel the resonance in your body. Maybe placing a hand on your heart or on your solar plexus. And just give your body a bit of love. Just letting it know you're here. And breathing. And as you breathe, if you notice there's a lot of static in your thoughts, if there's a lot of turbulence or activity, just allow it. Give it space, let it be. There's no agenda here. Just deep, deep rest for the body. Deep soul rest. There's no time in this space. There's just you and your breath. And just letting the body breathe itself. Noticing where there's tension. And letting it exist. There's so much focus in a lot of what's taught these days to clear, and to heal, and to fix. It can start to feel like pressure. It can feel endless. And so in this space, let's just let all of that go. And breathe. And as you're breathing, very gently take your awareness to the crown of your head. Notice what it feels like. Does it feel open? Is there tension? Whatever's going on there, that's okay. Now take your awareness about 3 feet above your head. And see if you feel anything there. We have all kinds of energy centers above and below our bodies. And so just allow your energy centers above your head to open up to the light, to the highest frequency of light, the highest frequency of love, complete unconditional love. And because it is unconditional, it is available to everyone at any time. And just notice how high your awareness goes up to connect into that light. Notice how wide the opening is to allow that light in. And make it even bigger. Just imagine an infinite opening to the light. And let it flow down into the crown of your head. And imagine if all your thoughts could just be melted into the frequency of love. And what if all the thoughts that don't feel so loving actually contain the seeds of love? And just allow your skull and your brain to be bathed in love. As though you are the beloved. And then let that light and that love permeate your eyes and your third eye and your ears. And imagine if you could see everything through that lens of unconditional love. If you could see everything about yourself through that lens of unconditional love, pure love. Everything you see about yourself that you judge, welcome the judgment into the frequency of love. Bringing compassion into all of your thoughts. Bringing love into everything you hear. And let that light keep flowing down into your throat, your jaw, letting it relax the back of your ears. Everywhere you're holding the tension, our ears are being bombarded with so much right now. And just let it melt into the light. And all the thoughts that run around that you hear in your mind, just let them melt into the light. Everywhere you hold tension in your jaw, all the unspoken words, just let them melt into the light. And as that light moves down your throat, notice how it unwinds. Any tension in the vocal cords, any tension in the muscles of your neck that hold up your head. Just melting it all right now. And then let that light go into the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders, the back of the shoulders where you carry the weight, the burdens, the concerns. Just melt all that energy of carrying things right now. Let it melt into the light. Imagine the fibers in your muscles just opening. As the light touches it, they just melt like butter. And let the light continue down into the upper arms, into your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and your hands, all the way into your fingertips. Even letting your fingernails relax, everything just relaxing into this light. Anything you're carrying energetically in your arms, in your hands, lay it down gently at your feet. Lay it down with compassion and with love for yourself. And then notice as the light begins to flood into your heart space, into the ribs, into the back of the ribs, into the sternum. Just relaxing the heart. and letting it open to that warmth, that beautiful warmth. Notice your heart beating. Acknowledge it. Thank it for every heartbeat. And just let it soften. Allowing everything to soften as the light moves down into your solar plexus. Washing that plexus of nerves. And everywhere you feel tension, any anxiousness, let it melt into the light. And allow the intelligence of the light to do all the work for you. And let that light move down into the sacral energy center. Unwinding, opening, and just soaking in the light. Noticing if there's anything there. Noticing if there's any desire to change anything. Allowing all of it to exist. And just soaking in the light. Allowing it to move into the root, the energy center at the base of your torso, where the spark of creation is, where creativity exists, where the sacred energy to create life exists. Honor it. And let the light flood every fiber, every nerve, every cell, every strand of DNA. And then take your awareness into your hips if there's any tension. We so often hold a lot of tension in our hips all the times you maybe went in a direction that didn't feel right, or you walked a path that wasn't aligned. Any judgment, any remorse, any regret, any guilt, any anger, just allow it to come up. And just let it be. No resistance. Just letting it unwind into the light. That pure, unconditional love. And notice how all those decisions were out of a desire to keep yourself safe, to keep yourself connected, to be loved, to survive. And as your hips unwind and open, allow the light to flow into your upper legs. filling all those big muscles that hold you up. Just let them open into this light. Let them feel saturated with light. And then notice as the light moves into your knees, opening, unwinding, relaxing. Giving thanks for the thousands of times your knees have bent and straightened and held you up. Even connecting into the joy that exists in your knees, because when you dance, those knees are bouncing. Acknowledging everything that's there and allowing the light to flow down into the lower legs, into the calves and the shins. Giving so much thanks for all that they do for you, all the ways in which they hold you up, the ways they transport you from one space to the next. And noticing as the light moves into your ankles, opening, unwinding, flowing through the feet, the bottoms of the feet, the top of the feet, between the bones, through the fascia, the muscles, the tendons, all the way through the tips of your toes and down into the earth. Allowing Source to connect to the earth, to bless the earth through your body. What a miracle. Following that light as it moves through all the layers of the earth, all the way down to the core, and connecting in with Mother Gaia, this beautiful sentient being that has mastered abundance and love. Flooding her with gratitude for all the support she gives us, all the nurturing, the food, the air, filtering the sun, giving us food for the body, and just acknowledging the miracle that this earth is, and acknowledging that you are of the earth as well as of Source, that your body is of the earth. And connecting into the light at the center of the earth, the light of Gaia. Maybe you see it as a tree of life with beautiful roots and branches and golden leaves, radiating light all the way back up. Maybe you see it as a crystalline heart radiating light out of all of the facets. Just connecting into that light and allowing that light to flow all the way up through the earth. all of Source reflected through the core of the earth, coming back up through the feet, and opening the earth star below your feet, the energy centers that connect you to this earth energetically, magnetically, spiritually. Giving thanks for this incredible sacred connection and allowing that light to flow into the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. And the earth has this incredible mastery of healing itself, so allow that healing frequency of the earth to come up into your feet. With no effort, it just flows up into your feet and your ankles, moving up through the bottom of your legs, up through your knees, your upper legs, moving into the hips and the root energy center, and allowing that nurturing energy to activate your root, to revitalize, to re-energize, to rejuvenate, and sending that energy up the back of your spine, and allowing her to send that energy up into the sacral energy center, and allowing the intelligence of the light to do what it knows best, which is to give you exactly what you need in this moment, to heal exactly what needs to be healed in this moment, what's ready to be healed in this moment. And allowing that light to flow into the solar plexus, bringing love, into all your relationships, bringing love into your sense of personal power and sovereignty. Bringing love up into your heart. Your heart connected with the heart of the earth. That nurturing, loving feeling. Imagine the earth sending you all the hugs you wish you'd had growing up that maybe you didn't get. And just bringing that love up into your shoulders, into your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and your hands. Bringing the energy of creation into your hands. Creating with light, creating with love, creating from pure source energy. Letting that light flow up into your neck, into your throat, into your voice. And slowing the voice down. Anywhere it feels constricted, any words of love that feel difficult, may they flow easily. Any words of pain or anger that are buried, May they carry the seeds of love and melt into this light. Acknowledging all of it with gratitude. And allowing the light to continue flowing up into the jaw, relaxing the tongue, all the tension you carry at the back of the throat and the back of the ears, the back of the head. Just letting the light infuse all of it, flowing up the back of your skull, your ears, your eyes, even your nose, relaxing your temples, relaxing the skull, the scalp, even filling every hair follicle with light, with love, with pure source energy. And letting this light flow out the crown of your head, through all the chakras that exist above the head. All the ones you don't even know about. And allowing them to open if they feel ready to. Or maybe they are open already. Allowing them to expand. And now come into the quiet space in your heart, into the most private, quiet, silent space in your heart. And as you settle into this space, notice the light flowing from above, from source through you to the earth, and from the earth through you back up to source. And let the light gather in your heart. So as it's flowing through you, it's expanding through the heart space, opening, opening, opening. Getting bigger and bigger. And when you feel ready, let it burst out like a supernova around you. 360 degrees. Light flowing down from source, light flowing up from the earth, and bursting out of you, 360 degrees, flowing outward. And as the light flows outward, allow it to expand beyond the room you're in. And as you inhale and exhale, allow it to expand beyond the building you're in. And let the light expand beyond the city or the town. And expanding beyond the province or the state that you're in. expanding beyond the borders of the country you live in. Blessing everything with love, with light, with pure source energy. Allowing yourself to be a conduit for pure light. Expanding that light beyond the earth. And allowing it to bless our galactic brothers and sisters beyond this earth. Blessing the trillions of galaxies beyond the one that we're located in. And just resting as the light. Letting go of the awareness of the body. And allowing the body to rest as light, pure frequency. And noticing that there may be a multitude of frequencies within that light. Light is unconditional. Source is unconditional, and it contains every spectrum of the frequency. It contains the higher frequencies, the lower frequencies. It contains the love that feels like love and the love that doesn't feel like love. And in this moment, allowing yourself to rest in all of it. And allowing yourself just to be a body of light. Notice if anything comes up, if your thoughts are going anywhere. If there's anything that wants to press at you for awareness. Just allow it, notice it, and include it in the light. Imagine your heart as infinite. It has no borders. And even when you draw a circle around something to include it, that circle is infinite. And the light is flowing into you, expanding beyond the you that you know. Expanding beyond the you of your consciousness in this space and time. And allow that light to expand and travel all the way back in time to your inception point, to the spark that initiated the consciousness that is you. And notice the immense love that exists in that moment of creation. The absolute, stunning, incredible love that created your consciousness. And maybe it goes back hundreds of thousands of lifetimes. Maybe it goes back to existences in other galaxies, in other forms. And it's all created out of love. And everything you experience is an opportunity for this divine consciousness to evolve, to expand, to deepen, to become even more loving. And if there's anything in your heart that you've been carrying, whether it's grief, sadness, pain, frustration, fear, uncertainty, pressure, just let it come up right now. Allow it to rise up in your awareness. And lay the story down. Maybe you create a little white bonfire at your feet or a blessing ball of light to very gently place the stories into, honoring them, thanking them for all they teach you. And now connecting back into that frequency that was coming up, whether it's anger, pain, frustration, sadness, or grief, whatever it is. Allow it to come up, separate from the story, separate from you. So if it's grief, allowing all the grief, not just yours, but all the grief. Or if it's sadness, all the sadness. Or if it's anger, all the anger. All the anger on the earth. Acknowledging all of it. In this field of love. All those frequencies exist in this field of love. welcoming all of it. Imagine you are a galactic being visiting the earth for the first time, and you've never experienced anger. You've never experienced grief. You've never experienced fear. So imagine if you came here and you saw it. And look at it with that sense of wonder, that sense of curiosity. It's just a frequency. It's like a color you've never seen before. Welcome it into the light. And as you notice yourself and your body as a body of light, noticing that you are the field. So the field isn't out there somewhere. You are the field. You are part of that. Every strand of DNA has its own architecture of light, its own sacred geometry that is part of this field. Acknowledging the miracle of that, the absolute wonder of our existence in this space, in this field, as the light. And as you sit as the field, connected with Source as the field, ask if there's any wisdom, any downloads for you to receive, any information that wants to come through for you from Source, from your highest vibrational guides, from your angels, from the Ascended Masters, from Divine Mother, Divine Father. And just opening to the information that you're ready to receive. Trusting completely that what you receive is from Source and only from Source, and trusting that you receive what you're ready to receive when you're ready to receive it. Whether it's information, whether it's support, it's all there for you to access anytime. You have complete sovereignty, complete access to this unconditional love. And this unconditional love is you. And maybe place your hand on your heart And as you exhale, allow yourself to sound. Just let yourself hum, make whatever noises you might need to make. Exhaling anything that wants to come out into the light. If there are any tears, letting the tears flow. If there's anything that wants to leave your body energetically, allowing your body to open, or anything you're holding that the body wants to let go of. Allow it to open now and let it go. If there's anything you've been holding on to that you want to let go of and that you might be afraid to let go of, just know that you have access to anything you need, anything you want at any time. And so you don't need to hold things for later. You don't need to hold things just in case. You can let everything flow through you. And if it feels aligned, allowing Divine Mother to wrap you in a warm blanket of soft white light. Allowing her to hug you. Allowing her to touch your heart with love, with light, with complete acceptance and knowing that you are perfect. Right in this moment, you are perfect. And you are loved beyond your wildest imaginings. And you are a beautiful being of light and a beautiful human of the earth. And you are the field. And you are the alchemist and creator of your field. And if you look at the karmic architecture that you carry, it's like sacred geometry. If you look at a geometric shape and you change one angle of it, just one tiny angle, the entire thing changes. And so if there's anything you want to shift, one tiny shift in frequency and perspective, one tiny decision from a different frequency can shift everything. And even with saying all of that, I am reminded to share that you are perfect and you don't have to change anything about yourself. You can just be. And in that being, you are completely worthy of love. And you are the embodiment of the most beautiful miracle. And very gently coming back into the awareness of your body when you're ready. And as you come into the awareness of your body, remembering that you are a body of light, that everything that feels physical is made of frequencies vibrating at different speeds, different volumes. Maybe setting the intention for yourself to attune to the frequencies that you prefer to attune to. Asking your highest vibrational guides to support you. Asking Divine Mother, Divine Father to be with you, to guide you. Taking a moment to honor your heart, to thank it for being so open. Knowing that it can keep opening more and more and more, and that you're safe. Expanding the love that's in your heart out to bless everyone in this universe unconditionally. Asking that all those who are experiencing suffering receive blessings, and may they receive support. May they feel love. And asking that those who are not living in the frequency of love, may they experience a glimpse of it, and may that open a little crack in their heart. Asking that everyone receive what is perfect for their highest good, and the highest good of humanity, the highest good of the earth, and the highest good of all beings, earthly, celestial, and beyond. Thanking the light. Thanking all those who have come before us, on whose shoulders we stand as we grow. honoring all our teachers, honoring all the relationships we have that mirror to us, where we have room to grow and evolve, and giving thanks for all of it. And I thank all of you. So lovely to be here with you. Many, many blessings.